Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news here on KALH, weather always comes first. Heavy to severe thunderstorms may bring areas of excessive rainfall and flooding over parts of the southern plains through Friday. A slight risk of excessive rainfall has been issued. Dangerously hot temperatures are forecast across parts of southern Arizona and far southeastern California Saturday through Monday. An extreme heat watch has been issued for that area. Closer to home, scattered thunderstorms continue today. Low chance of storms tomorrow through Friday. Seasonable temperatures Tuesday and Wednesday with heat building on Friday through the weekend, meaning it's going to be hotter than hell. Get ready. Welcome to summer. We'll have another look at the weather following this news.
This is Range Control roadblock information for Wednesday, June 11th. Roadblocks are subject to change without notice. There are no roadblocks scheduled for Wednesday, June 11th.
The National Weather Service issued a flash flood warning for Ruidoso yesterday, specifically the burn scar areas. Roads near the Rio Ruidoso were closed well into the night due to flooding. No word on injuries or damage. Alamogordo City Commission's regular meeting was last night. One new piece of business. Consider and act upon the future operational direction for the City of Alamogordo's Municipal Desert Lakes Golf Course.
And the vote passes 6-0.
Check out the meeting in full by visiting the City of Alamogordo YouTube channel. The Village of Tularosa is having a workshop this morning at 9 a.m. discussing the Red Brick Building. El Rito managing editor Adrian Hedden spoke on a lawsuit over oil and gas leases that may head to New Mexico's Supreme Court.
This was a lawsuit filed on May 10th of 2023 by a group of New Mexico residents in the southeast corner of the Permian Basin and the northwest San Juan Basin. Those are the two major oil and gas regions in New Mexico. They're joined by some of the national and state environmental groups. Center for Biological Diversity is the main one. They filed the lawsuit about 2 years ago against the state of New Mexico. Governor Lujan Grisham is listed as a defendant, basically charging them with failing to protect the environment, which they say is a constitutional right under New Mexico law. The suit would have the effect, if they got what they wanted, the way the complaint's written, it would block any new oil and gas permitting for drilling facilities like that until stronger regulations are developed. So the state of New Mexico filed a motion to dismiss the case in Santa Fe District Court where, it was originally filed. That motion was denied, and then the state appealed that to the New Mexico Court of Appeals, which recently looks like it made a motion to dismiss the case. So the environmental groups have said that they will appeal this to the New Mexico Supreme Court. So we'll see where it goes from there.
Hedden also spoke on Red County's designation as sanctuaries and the full moon night at White Sands, which will feature White Sand National Park's first full moon night event of the year is tonight at 8:15. The 1st Armored Division Rock Band is going to be performing. They're stationed out of Fort Bliss and serve as the Army ambassadors for on and off post events. It'll take place in the park's natural outdoor amphitheater where you can enjoy the radiance of the dunes under a full moon while listening to music and tapping your toes in the sand. The program itself is free, but park entrance fees still apply. Seating is not provided at the amphitheater. You're encouraged to sit up on the surrounding dunes. You can bring camp chairs, blankets, coolers with food and drinks. Just keep the park beautiful by packing out all your trash. There's a valve turning ceremony today at 2 p.m. at the Lower Heights Water Tank, 3221 Thunder Road. The 7th annual Black and Gold 5K run is happening this Saturday at Alamogordo High. Registration will be collected at the gate. Cash or check is accepted. $40 for the 5K run walk, $15 for the kids 1 mile. Check out the Alamogordo Public Schools Facebook page for more details. The 4-year-old through 5th grade Discovery Camp is happening June 23rd through the 27th from 8 until noon at Sunset Hills Elementary. Admission is free, breakfast and lunch will be provided, and the kids are going to receive an unforgettable adventure where art, history, and STEM collide. For more information, alamogordoschools.org. Summer camps at Tularosa High School, June 9th through the 13th for STEM Camp, June 16th through the 20th for Cultures and Arts Camp. You can earn up to $100 by attending these camps. For more information, call 575-650-3200. The public is invited to the Juneteenth event at Washington Park. That's on June 14th from 10 until 2. Food vendors, raffles, and a whole lot more. You are strongly advised to bring a lawn chair. If you have any questions, send an email to alamogordo.nm juneteenth@gmail.com. The Alamogordo Public Schools Student Nutrition Summer Food Program is happening now through July 30th. Free summer meals for kids aged 1 to 18. Breakfast served from 8 until 9. Lunch from 11 till 1, Monday through Friday. For a list of sites, visit the Alamogordo Public Schools Facebook page. Tularosa Schools presents Summer Food Rocks. Free summer meals for all children 18 and under, now through August 1st, Monday through Friday, 11 until 12:30 at Tularosa Elementary and Tularosa High. It's important to watch your water usage. We check now with Acting City Manager Dr. Stephanie Hernandez.
Just a friendly reminder, we enacted our outdoor watering schedule. Remember, odd number addresses water on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, even number addresses on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And also remember, absolutely no watering on Mondays, and always water before 9 a.m. or after 6 p.m.
The village of Tularosa has a similar watering schedule in effect as well. News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
From basic to advanced computer repairs, it's GalacticGeeksPCRepair.com. Local business owned and operated by Greg Gutierrez. Available for on-site work from 9 to 6 daily. Installations, upgrades, even virus repair. For information, email Greg at GalacticGeeksPCRepair.com. Google IT support, professionally certified.
Hi, it's me, here to tell you about AlamogordoTownNews.org. This is Otero County's #1 source for local news, sports, and community. Quite frankly, AlamogordoTownNews.org is the big LES news service online. AlamogordoTownNews.org is a Second Life Media affiliated company.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
The Taos County Sheriff's Office made an arrest in connection with the deadly shooting of a passenger on one of the buses on Monday. Jonathan Morales was on video dropping off a man whom he said was Martin Palomino at the Ranchos de Taos post office on Monday. Palomino got into a truck owned by Morales and drove across the parking lot to the bus stop on the corner. That's where Palomino has been accused of shooting and killing 40-year-old Leroy Rodriguez and has a warrant out for his arrest. Morales was arrested, accused of helping commit the murder, and faces a murder charge. A wanted fugitive is in jail after trying to hide from police in a child's bedroom. Saul Peralta was stopped outside of Artesia for a drug investigation. Police say he took off, leading them on a chase through the city before stop sticks flattened his tires. Police say that's when he ran, and they found him at the Abo Apartments in a child's bedroom. Police also found high-powered guns and money in his truck. Peralta is facing multiple charges, including fleeing and child abuse. He also has a U.S. Marshal's hold and is facing additional federal charges. It's been 1 year since Americans were last compensated for radiation exposure. As New Mexico advocates continue to urge Congress to bring it back, the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act expired last year, and right now, state Democrats say it not only needs to be reinstated, but strengthened as well. Despite the Senate passing the bill twice, the House has yet to pass it, with Democrats calling on Speaker Mike Johnson to pull it to a vote.
This is not a partisan issue, and as a matter of fact, just based on the demographics of the states that we're trying to add to RECA, the zip codes we're trying to add to RECA, more Republicans have been affected than Democrats.
Tina Cordova, the co-founder of the Tularosa Basin Downwinders Consortium. New Mexico Democrats say they want the bill amended to include all people impacted by radiation from government-funded projects.
3, 2, 1, now.
Remember, before Nagasaki, before Hiroshima, the U.S. government bombed New Mexico. The State Department of Health has found a positive measles sample in wastewater in Chaves County. That reported finding in Roswell comes after the last confirmed measles case was on April 5th. The sample was collected on Tuesday the 3rd. The New Mexico Department of Health says the wastewater findings serve local residents as a reminder to check their vaccination status. More than 34,000 New Mexicans have received their measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine since February. A total of 81 measles cases have been reported in the Land of Enchantment this year. The New Mexico Department of Health does weekly wastewater measles testing in Albuquerque, Carlsbad, Chaparral, Deming, Las Cruces, Portales, Rio Rancho, Santa Fe, Donna Ana County, and Roswell. Measles symptoms can develop between 7 to 21 days after exposure. The symptoms typically include fever, cough, runny nose, and red eyes, and then typically followed by a red rash that spreads down the body beginning on the head. A New Mexico coalition is stressing an urgent need for the state to adopt the strongest possible heat risk standards for indoor and outdoor workers. Let me translate that for you. A group of people want the government to interfere with private industry. Roz Brown has the story.
New Mexico is the 6th fastest warming state in the nation, according to the Union of Concerned Scientists, fueled by climate change that makes heat waves more common. Green Latinos community advocate Carlos Matutas says 80% of those working in agriculture are Latino, as are 64% of those working in the building trades. He notes Latino workers also are overrepresented in oil and gas production and need heat protections.
Depriving them of paid rest periods, of shade, of water during the summer months is unconscionable. And we're trying to make sure that New Mexico Environment Department establishes these rules as quickly as possible.
2 states, Texas and Florida, have passed laws limiting local government's ability to require employers to provide water breaks to outdoor workers. In contrast, California adopted protections in 2006. Matuta says the Environment Department has already announced that the process to consider a heat protection rule has been delayed and won't take effect before workers endure this summer's heat. It's not just workers who suffer from extreme heat, but also kids in school classrooms. Whitney Holland is president of New Mexico's American Federation of Teachers. She says the days of putting a box fan in a classroom window on hot days are long past, and the number of sweltering days increases each year.
Thinking through a student's day, from the time they get on the bus with buses that don't have air conditioning, in the cafeteria, in the library, all of those places, if they don't have proper ventilation and good air quality, research shows students feel fatigued, they are unable to focus, all of those things.
As might be expected, Holland says late afternoon following the lunch break is when students are most miserable, which disrupts the learning environment. This summer's forecast calls for hotter than normal temperatures from coast to coast, according to NOAA's Climate Prediction Center. I'm Roz Brown reporting.
Every summer it happens, again and again. A parent steps away for just a minute, but that minute can turn deadly. On a hot day, the temperature inside a parked car can soar by 20 degrees in just 10 minutes. Even with the windows cracked, the heat builds fast, becoming a deadly trap for a child. Children's bodies heat up 3 to 5 times faster than adults. Heat stroke can begin when a child's body reaches 104 degrees. At 107 degrees, it can be fatal. Last year alone, 24 children died in the U.S. from being left in hot cars. Each one preventable. Never leave a child in a vehicle, not even for a minute. Look before you lock. This message is brought to you by the Alamogordo Fire Department and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Protect kids, prevent tragedy.
Sometimes as dads, I think we're too hard on ourselves. We get down on ourselves on not being able to, we're the providers, but we also have to learn to take care of ourselves. A wrap away, you got to pray for yourself as well as for everybody else, but never forget yourself. Self-love made me a better dad because I realized my worth.
Never stop being a dad. That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Partly cloudy tonight with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Sunny skies tomorrow. Your high today in the Basin, 92. Low tonight of 67. High tomorrow, 97 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today with a 40% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Partly cloudy tonight with a 20% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Sunny skies tomorrow with a 30% chance of more showers and storms. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 70. Low tonight of 50. High tomorrow, 75 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way, you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.